Our focus is to work with the public sector and the private sector. Our focus is to go inward and let's see how we can support our leaders. Everyone is complaining about the problem. We want to do our own part by providing the solutions. How can we support you? How can we help you? We understand the problem, and here are the solutions. If you go to Harvard Business School, the solutions they provide there, we have it right here. Go to Yale, we have it right here. Lagos Business School, we have it right here. And you are not coming for another certification. We are not here to produce trained people. I've been saying that everywhere. We are not here to produce another certified individual. This is a scalable leadership system. Even before you get certified, you must start a project in your own business or your own organization before you can be certified. We call it the capstone project. You must. Day one is practical. Day two is practical. The people that are going to be in the room, they are people who have done it for years. We're happy that Niya Adesanya, how many of us know Niya Adesanya in the industry? Yeah. We had a meeting with him last week. Was it on Tuesday? Monday, yeah. We had a great conversation, like almost an hour, about this. It's on board as well. Every stakeholder in Nigeria, we want to have a meeting with them. Because we believe in BECC that this can support any organization. And we are partnering with global brands. John Maxwell, more than 50 years of experience, the models, everything. We have access to them. And we have John Maxwell advisory members as well as some of the faculty members. Now, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I want us to see value in what we are carrying. And that's why I'm thinking, like, if I want to charge people for this event, I should charge you for a minimum of 1 million naira. That's the minimum, actually. So either I charge you a minimum of 1 million naira or I give you for free. By the way, there is nothing called free. We are here today. You didn't pay any money. You paid something. Exactly. And you can't have it back. Sacrifice. Thank you, man, for that. You drove from wherever you left. And you are here. Your energy, because where your focus goes, there your energy flows. You focus to be here, and your energy is flowing here. So you are right here. You are paying something. And I want to encourage you, make sure you pay it full by not distracting yourself. Because if you are distracting yourself, you are not paying it full. Please pay the full tuition. It's important. All right. 77% of organizations worldwide report a series of leadership gaps. Leadership should be taught as a system. That is our conclusion for BECC. Leadership should be taught as a system. We were with a pastor, one of the top pastors in Lagos. Is it Monday as well? Tuesday. One of the top pastors in Lagos. And he said something. He said, 95% of pastors don't understand leadership. Because you're a pastor doesn't mean you know how to lead. They're two different things. So, we are also getting involved. We are getting involved in every area of life. Including the church, the mosque, and everywhere. It's time to lead. And that's why BECC is important to us. Leadership should be taught as a system, not as random skills. Most business owners don't even think about training their people. All they think about is money. Is the money coming in? See, the cash won't flow. It won't flow. Because the people are not trained on how to make the cash flow. So, only 10% of Nigerian businesses invest in leadership training, yet 95% of business failures are due to poor leadership. Now, do you know why we are showing you all these statistics? We are showing you all these statistics for you to know that everything we are talking about is research-based. We're not just saying something. We are not just making statements that, oh, this is a problem. No. We know it's a problem, but it's important for us to know how deep we are in this problem and how serious we should be in resolving this problem. Does that make sense? Okay. So, let's move to the next slide, please. I'm just going to read one of them here. Harvard Business School review. The number one reason employees leave companies is poor leadership and lack of growth. That's number one. So, let me just give you this. This is just a summarized version. The 4 big moves for scaling. I'm giving you these 4 big moves. I'm not going to get into the details today, but I will give you this. Whatever you can do to learn more about these 4, please do it as a business owner. If you can learn these 4, your business will grow and scale. And let that start with you. And when you start learning, learn with the people that are working with you. Don't go to a training and leaving the people that are working with you behind. There was an executive one time, we had a conversation. He was sharing with me that he was having an issue encouraging his people, inspiring them to, to understand all the things he was teaching them. He said, I went to this training and I was sharing with them, hey, you guys should catch up. I was trying to let them understand, what I learned. I gave them all the papers and everything, all the notes I wrote, and I just wanted them to catch up. I said, sir, how many managers do you have? He said, we have like almost 22. I said, awesome. And you go to this training only by yourself. Do you have a budget for you training them? Say, hey, yeah, we have a budget. Yeah, how much? If you compare the budget to other things that he was excited about, even yourself, you'll be shocked. The budget was like a 0.0001%. I said, sir, you need good budget for this. Can we help you? So, I said the best thing to do, go to that training with your managers or some of your top leaders. So when you return from the training, let's say 5 of you return from the training, and then sit down on what I call leadership table. I usually create that for organizations. In your team, you need to create leadership table. And what are you doing there? You bring everybody together. Hey guys, we just returned from this training, so let's discuss our takeaways. And let's look at how we can turn these takeaways into strategies that can help us to the next level. Because everyone is involved. You are not coming to tell them what to do. They are involved in the learning. And they are involved in the review. They are involved in the process. And because you have involved them, they will own it. Turn that leadership table to what I call shared thinking moments in your organization to develop strategies for next level. You will be surprised. They will point out some things they will change themselves because of what they've learned. So get them involved. Let them see the process. Don't go and just be telling them what you have learned. Let them be involved. So, lead generation, attracting consistent leads. That's very important. One thing is to attract leads. Number 2, another thing is to convert the lead. There is a process for lead conversion. turning the prospect into paying clients. Then after converting the leads, then you need to think about customer what? Assertion. That is by increasing customer lifetime value. Do you want to move from one-on-one clients into Netflix system? How many of us know Netflix system? How many of us pay for Netflix every month? I like that, of course. Exactly. So they are just taking your money every month. How many times do you watch Netflix? Do you use Netflix in a month? Sorry? Exactly.
Last month now, I watched only one movie. Okay, this month,
Just one movie. And you paid how much? Can you imagine? A subscription. Every month, they remove their money. Yeah. So they've turned you to what? Lifetime customer. Exactly. So think about how to move from one-on-one into what? Lifetime. Okay? It's a system. You need systems for you to create that. And you need thinkers in your organization for them to think about the value that can become this kind of a value for your customers. Because you need to produce value before someone can be paying subscriptions every month. I'm very sure Netflix is producing value. You use it for family time. At least you watch it once last month. And that once you enjoyed it. And you paid them. Right? Awesome. Yeah. So the last one is what? Customer retention. Building brand loyalty and retention strategies. So please get your people involved. Don't be the only thinker in your organization. If you are the only thinker, you cannot grow. Turn everyone in your organization to thinkers, to strategists. Let everyone be involved. Let them hone the process. Let them hone the growth. Let them be involved. There was a company that I consulted for 2 years ago, and I was talking to the CEO of the company. So the conversation we had was about letting go some things. So when we talk about letting go some things, it's not just about some things you not just about some things you do, some operations you let go, including even some approvers. So we talk about numbers. Who approves everything? He was approving everything. I said, sir, you have to let go. Do you have directors? He said, yes. Okay, let's talk about directors. The director should be able to approve some things without you. So let's think about some numbers. What can you allow? What can you let go? Oh, okay. Let's talk about this number and this number and this number. Okay. For example, let's say your company. You're thinking about, okay, I can allow my director to approve 5 million naira in my company, okay? Without me. And you should be fine. But if it's more than 5 million, then I need to know about it. All right. And the directors as well. Okay, you have managers that you're leading. So the managers should be able to approve something. Managers should be able to, okay, 500,000 naira. Oh, cool. All right. If it's more than 500,000, then there must be a conversation around that. Then the director and the manager must discuss, and they probably send that to the VP or the CEOs for further approvals. So you have to release power. If you are always needed, people won't continue doing their job. They will always wait for you. You will be the bottleneck. So you travel, and just because they are waiting for 500,000 naira approval, they have to wait for you. And something they ought to have completed within 1 day, then they will wait for 2 weeks. Productivity. We just saw the data. Then we look at everything. We created this structure around cash flow in the organization. So there are many things you need to tweak within your organization. For you, you might be thinking, okay, this one where we are good. No, by the time I start asking you some questions, you realize, okay, you're right. And have you ever been in this situation before, whereby you discover that wow, so I've been doing the wrong thing. And you're just laughing at yourself. Like, oh my God, I wish I knew this. Oh, this is so simple. I didn't know. Oh, wow. Oh, okay. Like self-discovery. You're discovering things that you ought to have been doing. And you're just laughing at yourself. Those simple tweaks can transform your business and increase your cash flow. You are paying them, you are investing in yourself, investing in everyone around you. They understand your product, they understand your services, they understand your system. If they don't understand the products or the services, they cannot deliver at their best. So it's important for us to think about, do they really understand what we do? Clarity. So, all right. Many businesses rely on manual operations. Okay, awesome. Making scalability difficult. Okay, did you get instant reports when you did the assessment? Okay, because we've automated it. All right. So when you submitted, we did not have any process like someone will go in and go and click something and then say, oh, you're done. Let me know when you are done. And you click. All right, now check your report card. No, it's already automated. What do you need to automate in your business? So that those things can keep on running without you even touching them. What are those things? So it's important for us to review our processes. You can't scale if you don't automate. Automation, delegation, and optimization are key to growth. A systemized approach ensures what? Sustainability. Now, here's the thing. Please, let's go back to automation. Automation, delegation. How many of us understand what it means to delegate? Let's discuss. What does it mean to delegate? Now, let's respond. Thinking like an executive and thinking like a business owner. What does it really mean to delegate? And how do we delegate effectively? By sharing responsibilities. Okay?
Division of labor.
Division of labor. How?
It depends on the system you have in your organization.
Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
Example, you have an accountant.
Okay, can Mike, please, so that we can
You have
have it recorded.
department. You have, different structures of practices in a particular organization. So all you need to do is to delegate. Okay, Mr. A, this is your duty as the head of an accountant to all the subordinates down you. So you take responsibility from probably the number 1A in that department to the Z in that particular department. Okay, at the end of the day, each department has to, have an answer or have a report, send a report to the head, probably head of the company, like a manager, like call it manager, call it head of control. Okay, so each of these departments, you've already delegated the job to them. Their own is to send a report to you as the head of organization. I think that way.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Wow, I love that. A round of applause. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for that. Let's move on. So, to summarize everything you just said, we like to think framework. So that the reason why we call it a framework is because you can apply it in your own organization the way it works best for you. Okay? You can learn from others, but don't become them. Okay? Learn from others, but never become them. Because you want to be you. All right? And it's okay to be different. In fact, celebrate your difference. If somebody tells me, Wale, you are different, I celebrate it because I don't want to be you. No. I want to be me. But make sure that uniqueness is real. Because many people are malfunctioning. And they are saying, oh, I'm different. No, make sure you're actually functioning right. Okay, because seriously, I see a lot of people malfunctioning. And they don't really understand who they are. I went through that battle myself. I did. Serious battle. I didn't know myself. But when I met myself and I asked myself, wow, Wale, so this is you. Then I became afraid of myself. Because when you meet yourself, you will be afraid of yourself. You will be surprised. That, so I can do this? Wow. So I can talk to these people? Wow. So I can meet these people and be having one-on-one conversation with them? There's a lot of people that I see up there, when I was growing up, and I would think, I can never meet all these people in my lifetime. But the very day I had a handshake with former President Goodluck Jonathan, that day, I look around and I saw Nigeria. Saw the ministers, all the ministers seated. Saw like almost 20 governors seated. And I told myself, say, Wale, yeah, it's not a dream anymore. It's a reality. But it was a dream for me at some point. It was not a dream anymore. See, vision is in phases. Vision is in phases. When you get to a particular point, then you continue to see more. If you are not moving and experience what I call the reality that was your dream yesterday, you can't see further. You have to get to the point of reality of the vision you had. That is when you can see further. And you can only get to that reality through movement. That's why for me, I hate, one of the things I hate the most is seeing people not doing anything about what they call their vision. How long are you going to continue dreaming? Please turn your dreams to reality. True execution. True execution. Go all in as if you wouldn't fail. What if you succeed? Oh, I don't have the money. Yes, go all in. Dr. Charles was sharing something. He talked about some billionaires. If they never took the first step, are we going to be talking about them today? They took some risk. I've never met anyone that is successful. I've never met one that is truly successful. They never took risk. I don't know if you have met one. Please tell me. I can learn from you too. And make sure you tell me the name. Eh? And the reason why we need to take risk, and please, can I say this? Before you take risk, and this is where mentorship comes in. And that's what we lack in our culture. We don't want to be mentored. We don't want someone to say what you are doing is wrong, go this way. I've been there. If you go that route, see, this is the result. I've done it before. But make sure that the person that is mentoring you knows more than you and has more than you and has gone through the road. Okay? Not someone that is going through it with you or below you. No. You can learn from others. Okay? Learn from everyone, including those below you. Learn from everyone. But if you really want to get to that destination, learn from those who are ahead. Why did I join John C. Maxwell? I joined John C. Maxwell because he's ahead. He has done it. By training leaders and producing leaders in every nation of the world. And I'm like, wow, let me go and learn the systems. How he did it. And now, where I'm one of his executive directors, and I understand the systems. I said, okay, let's reproduce the same system in Africa. Let's help leaders. Let's help our people. Please listen to this. Delegation requires auditing. The framework, you need to audit. As the business owner, you need to audit. You don't delegate until you audit. You need to audit everything you do. And then think about what are the tasks, when I say task, that you need to let go. I call it transfer. Itemize the task. Okay? Audit. Plan to do what? To transfer them. And before you transfer, document. And after your documentation, train. And then delegate. Don't just say, don't just call them into your office and say, you know what, I think I'm done with this. I want you to start doing this from tomorrow. A, B, C, and D. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You know, we like that. Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's sweet. But can I tell you something? You've only done one thing. You've you've delegated without documentation and without training. You can't skip the two. If you want effectiveness in the new role, you must document everything in your head that you want to delegate. Then document everything in your head down. That's what we call the SOP. The SOP of that new role. Document it and then send it to them. Let them look into it, discuss it as a team, and then look for ways to use the SOP to create the change or whatever they need to do in that new role for them to get the job done. They are the professionals. There are many things that are happening in our organization that I don't know. Seriously, I don't know some things. There's a company we're working on right now, very soon, and that company is going to help a lot of businesses. How many of us know QuickBook? QuickBook. Yeah, QuickBook. QuickBook. Oh, we don't know QuickBook. What do you use for your accounting system?
It's one for Access Bank.
Yeah, for accounting, yes. Yeah, Access Bank, of course. Top companies use QuickBook. You know, they've already bought the enterprise level, and then they have it out for their customers, so that they can use it for their invoicing and stuff like that. It's a software. Yeah, it's software. So our company is building one right now just for Africa, because QuickBook is a global brand, but it's not tailored for Africa. That's why you can't do your taxes on QuickBook. But we want to create one for Africa where you can do your taxes. The government does not have to be running after people. Just download it at the end of the year, and then you pay the government. That's it. You don't need to be thinking about the calculation. Just download it. All the transactions and the percentages, everything is there according to the government policies. And why are we providing that? Because we have seen a gap. So my question for you is this. Are you clear about the gap that your company is filling? Are you clear about the gap? Then are you communicating the gap to your people? Are you the only one thinking about the gap? Or do you have everyone in your organization thinking about the gap and the possible solutions? If you are always the thinker, the only thinker in your organization, it won't grow. And everybody's waiting for you to tell them the next step. All right, next slide. I'm about to end. Leaders often lack structured decision-making frameworks. Growth requires adaptive leadership and execution strategies. Invest in mentorship and high-level networks. I'm not going to tell you how much money I invest every year in dollars. Every year in mentorship. part of the, let's say like 50% of the money goes to John Maxwell. Yeah, his company. He has money already. And I'm still paying him. You know why? Because I need to. Exactly, because he has what I need. Because he has created a culture and environment where I flourish. So when I get to that environment, I see people who are thinking like me. And we have fun from different parts of the world. Yes. Strengthening ourselves, having productive conversations because they can understand me and I can understand them. We can have dinner and discuss solutions, not just complaining about the problems. Anytime I go around and I'm talking to Nigerians, sometimes I just be looking as if I don't know anything because I just want to listen to everybody. You know, I just want to encourage us that we should think about scalable leadership. And you can't scale anything if you are not working on you. It starts with you.